Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, it's February. If you've watched my channel long enough, you know that February is my birthday month and I like to do this thing called Favorites February. So basically, I watch my favorite movies all throughout February because why not? Because it's my birthday month. But this year, I'm deciding to do it a little bit differently. I'm gonna do one movie that I dislike, one movie that I really love, and another movie that I have a sort of love-hate relationship with. The first movie that I'm going to be doing is The Greatest Showman, and I dislike this movie a lot. I really dislike this movie. You're probably thinking like, oh, why? Sophia, you love musicals. No, I love musicals on Broadway. I love live productions. Movie musicals, hit or miss for me. The Greatest Showman is definitely one of those movie musicals that I just don't like. And it's not that I watched it once and declared that I didn't like it. No, I gave this movie multiple rewatches, okay? With each rewatch, I was like, damn, this movie sucks. I wouldn't go as far as saying I hate it because one of the things I like about it is the music, but everything else. So, that being said, this is a disclaimer, okay? If you skip the intro and go straight into the video and think, wow, Sophia's like really negative, like why is she being so negative? Do not say I didn't warn you. If you love this movie and you can't bear to hear anything negative about it, I will suggest to just click off the video. With that being said, let's get into the movie. Without further ado, let's get started on The Greatest Showman. Wow. I love Hugh Jackman. Love Zac Efron. Love Zendaya. I don't like their characters. Don't like the character. Don't like the plot. Oh my god, do you know how long I've been biting my tongue about how I don't like this movie? Because I feel like this is like the one movie musical that everyone loves. This is the moment you waited for. That being said, I do like some of the songs. Some of the songs. Other songs get kind of old and like I don't like hearing it as much. I'll go into it later. This is one of those songs where I was like, okay, I like it, but then it was like overplayed so many times that I got sick of hearing it. Where do you wanna go? This is the greatest show. I know like his dream is to be like a big entertainer and like get a lot of money, but like goddamn, his dream led to exploiting these poor people. Maybe I dislike this movie because I dislike circuses in general. The way that some circuses handle their animals, exploit their workers, just knowing that makes it not enjoyable for me. Granted, I don't think I've actually been to an actual circus. I've been to Circus, but I don't think that counts.
I made her laugh.
Thank you for your honesty.
Oh, Jesus. Bro, they need to chill on the... What's it called? It's... I call it the vinaigrette because I actually don't know how to pronounce it. It's like dark on the... You can do that on like Instagram pictures and stuff. Yeah, the vinaigrette. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I would say that this is probably like my favorite song off the soundtrack. So every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, okay, that's a nice shot. Also, he stepped all over those fabrics. Do you know how expensive fabric was back then? Man's fucking Jean Valjean stealing some bread. And he got caught. Bro, that bread is so dirty now. Why would you even want it back? Someone gave him some kindness, and then he goes and grows up and thinks like, oh, I'm gonna give these people a job. At the same time, exploits them. Like, he doesn't grow up to be a very respectful character. Damn, how many fucking years passed by? And they're still, like, into each other? That's crazy. How old are they supposed to be? Because, like, Michelle Williams, she is not a young lady. What was the age in which that woman should have gotten married back then? I feel like you're basically an old hag past 25. She's definitely older than 25 in this movie. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. And then there's that scene where like she basically almost jumps off the roof. Yeah, look at that. What the fuck? She's suicidal, really? What if he didn't catch her? Then the start of this movie would have been even more tragic. And then I would have understand his like little villain origin story. But no, he turns into a terrible person for like no fucking reason.
You're all dismissed.
I thought the company had a dozen trading ships.
Yes, at the bottom of the South China Sea. Typhoon sank them all.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, I didn't think you were long for that job.
Or any job, apparently.
That's what makes our life together so exciting.
Huh?
Charity.
Yeah, she's really giving charity, all right.
But I have everything I want.
The most amazing birthday present ever. This extraordinary machine was originally created by Leonardo da Vinci 400 years ago, but the blueprints have been lost for centuries until just last week.
Damn, did he just pull that out of his ass? That's pretty good. What the fuck? How did he make that so fast? Oh, that's something like he already had. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. That man just made a trinket out of nothing. Dumb kid, why'd you say it out loud? Now it's not even gonna come true.
I wish for ballet slippers. What's your wish, Mommy?
For happiness. Like this forever.
Wow, her wish didn't even come true because he turned out to be a piece of shit. Wow, financial crisis in big bold letters.
Charles, we're leaving. Huh? This bank only wants to lend money to people with money.
What are you looking at, Flopdoodle?
Yeah, dude, it's not nice to stare.
The bank is going to need substantial collateral. The deed entitled to my entire flotilla of trading vessels.
Why would a bank loan us $10,000?
Ooh, a little con artist action. He's already off to a bad start. It's okay. Take advantage of the banks. Like that woman said, they only want to loan money to those who have money.
A place to be transported, a place where people can see things they've never seen before. Marie Antoinette with a sore throat, Napoleon. You've already met some of the most famous folks in history. Welcome to the Bar Museum. It is 1 hour of your time, sir, but it will change your life.
How many people want to see that? Because stuff like that is like a one and done. Like, you've seen one wax museum, you don't need to go again, basically.
I think you have too many dead things in your museum, Daddy. You need something alive, like a mermaid or a unicorn. Unicorns aren't real.
He's like, you know who is real? People with disabilities.
I'm looking for your son.
I don't have a son.
The hospital record says you do. Charles, right?
He went to the hospital? What the fuck? He went real deep research for that.
You want people to laugh at me.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, kid, so might as well get paid.
I mean, that is kind of good advice.
And the most beautiful uniform ever made.
Yeah, you're gonna dress him up like Napoleon?
Hey, you looking for freaks? I know where you can find
He didn't even want to, like, correct them when he they said freaks. He was like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna get my freaks, all right.
Blessed. Extraordinary. Unique. I would even say beautiful.
Well, at least one good thing that he did was he raised his children to be non-judgmental. I guess he has that going for him.
Is this over your
entire body.
terrific? I don't need to see it.
Tattoo man? People want to pay to see that? Wow, I don't remember the song. Oh, the song. I will say though, his voice suits this role a lot more than in Les Mis. Also, this actress, so talented. She was in Waitress the Musical. She's so good. She's such a great singer. And she's really great in this movie too. Oh, yeah, look at him. Little Napoleon. Anyways, I like some of the songs, not all of them. I feel like some of the songs are a little too overproduced. A little too, like, pop. Which is funny, because, like, I love pop music. One of my favorite genres is, like, bubblegum pop. I live for that shit. But when it comes to, like, musicals, I just have a preference towards, like, a show-tuney kind of musical. When I hear stuff like this, it sounds a little too modern. I think one of the biggest gripes I had with this movie, the first time I watched it, which was, like, in theaters, I thought the soundtrack was a little too modern sounding for the era that this movie is set in, you know? Obviously, a lot of musicals don't, like, follow the whole, like, fitting the era to the music kind of thing. I mean, look at Hamilton. Hamilton was super popular. When it's stuff like that, it's very innovative. It's very, like, new. It's stuff that, like, you don't really see in musicals. Unpopular opinion, I'm not a big fan of Hamilton either, but that's another thing. But for this movie, I just felt like the music just didn't fit. I'm not that into it. Obviously, that's a personal opinion. A lot of people like that, and that's why a lot of people love the soundtrack. The soundtrack's not bad. Like, I like the soundtrack by itself. I just don't like it with this movie. because I don't like the actual movie itself. Wow, I hated that he was kind of off-center. Peanuts?
Does it bother you that everything you're selling is fake?
Did he smile seem fake?
Theater critic who can't find joy in the theater. Now who's a fraud?
Shut the fuck up.
A little success and it's getting to his head already. We're like 30 minutes in, please.
Keep coming. Okay.
Aren't those like not actual zebras? Didn't he just like paint horses? Bro, how did he renovate this in secret?
This is for you.
Oh, her ballet slippers.
Don't tell me you bought this house just to rub my parents' noses in your success.
Well, that wasn't the only reason.
Okay, I would also, because I'm petty like that. But that's the only similarity I allow me and this man. Isn't it dangerous to go on point if you haven't trained your ankles? Dude, she's gonna break something. Oh, look, it's Zac Efron.
His last play was a hit in London.
Play. Pay good money to watch people stand around and talk for 2 hours, and they call me a con man.
Judgmental ass. I thought you were a theater man, but you don't like actual theater? Fuck you.
New York society will never accept us.
Oh, this is New York? Dead. I thought this was like, I don't know. I actually don't know where this would have taken place. I assumed like Midwest or something. Oh, it's this musical number. A lot of people really like this musical number. I like the choreography, but I do not like the song. I've heard the song way too many times, and I'm fucking sick of it.
You understand that just associating with you could cost me my inheritance?
Oh, it could cost you more than that. You'd be risking everything.
Oh, okay. I think I don't like the song because I think it sounds like a song that you would put over a car commercial. I remember when this movie first came out, I was like really surprised that Zac Efron was in it because I was like, damn, I thought he was trying to avoid musicals to like put behind the High School Musical thing. But then he did Hairspray and then he did this movie. So I guess he's like okay with it. I guess it's like this is him trying to like reclaim it. But honestly, High School Musical is a banger. 2.5 movies. Like the third movie was fine, but it wasn't my favorite. So him being embarrassed by it, that's embarrassing of him because does he even know how many young children's lives he has changed with that series alone?
15, I do 8, 12, maybe 9.
10. Also, how are they not drunk right now? I didn't even count how many shots they took. Yeah, they just took another one. And it's back to back. Oh my god, they should be dead. This choreography that they're doing right now, they should not be standing. Oh yeah, then he falls in love with Zendaya.
What is your act, Mr. Carlisle?
I don't have an act.
Everyone's got an act.
Wow, she just looked him up and down.
No, keep up.
Bro, he just like checked out that man's sister right in front of him.
Master of the household has it in command of the Queen to invite Mr. Phineas T. Barnum and his theatrical troupe to a reception at Buckingham Palace.
Wait, Buckingham Palace? They're gonna go all the way to Europe right now?
Are we all invited?
Yeah, they said the whole troupe. I know what she means, but still.
I guess I'll just have to tell the Queen that either all of us go or none of us will.
Okay, girl. You fell for that? Okay. Oh my word. Wait, oh my god. That was supposed to be British, but that sounded so southern. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not gonna try again.
You're even smaller than I imagined.
Well, you're not exactly reaching the top shelf yourself, sweetheart.
Oh my goodness. And she's gonna laugh. The most forced laughter. That was just uncomfy.
Miss Jenny Lind.
Ah, yes. Okay, you know how like P.T. Barnum is like based off of the actual P.T. Barnum and the actual P.T. Barnum is like a piece of shit? I mean, he's kind of a piece of shit in this movie too, but this movie tries to like redeem him as like some guy who's like, oh, I had a dream. I like lost my way, but I'm a family man, blah, 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 kind of shit. I've actually researched like these characters up, right? Because I want to know if they're like based off of real people. And Jenny Lind is based off of a real person. And like they really make her out to be like this cheating, like temptress that like led him astray in this movie. But like in real life, she didn't even like P.T. Barnum. I know, obviously, when it comes to like movies, they have creative liberties with like whatever they decide to write about these characters. But when you turn P.T. Barnum into like the protagonist of this movie and turning like this innocent woman into like this cheating temptress, it's a little disrespectful, no? That like rubs me the wrong way. I don't like this plot point with Jenny Lind, although she does have a banger of a song.
You will sing in the grandest theater with the finest orchestra in the greatest city on earth. People come to my show for the pleasure of being hoodwinked. Just once, I'd love to give them something real.
Okay, your circus people, circus troupe, they're real too. I mean, you really let people pay money to see a man who tattooed himself. Like, that's... Is that a show? Either way, it's like, these are real people. They're real.
Oh God, I hope she can sing.
What do you mean? If she's famous for being an opera singer, you don't think she can sing? Stupid.
Tom and Letty, the others, they just arrived. Where should I put them? Your box?
No, box, no. That's the visible. The acoustics are actually better in the standing room. That's where they should be.
Awful. Awful. You don't even let your own troupe see the show? That's so fucked. Also, okay, I like this song a lot, but like, when she starts singing, I was like, this ain't opera. Come on, give me an opera song. I'm trying to hear an aria. Also, did you know that she's lip syncing? This actress isn't the one singing. With her brother there? See, okay, I'll talk about it later. Never. Bro, he's literally falling in love with this woman with his wife right there. What a horrible fucking human being. 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough. Song's a banger. The woman who like sings this song, oh, the pipes on her, really. Okay, anyways, as I was saying, they barely set up this romance. You could not convince me these two were in love. They met, they had like 1 or 2 small moments together, and you're trying to sell to me that these two like each other? Come on. I kind of blame it on the fact that like this movie has like so much going on with it, and with Hugh Jackman as like the main character, there's not enough time to like set up this like little side romance. Whatever. I don't like the romance. Yeah, Michelle Williams, or no, sorry, her name's Charity. She really felt that she lost her husband at this moment. That's so terrible.
She is remarkable.
Enough to bring joy to the most joyless critic, isn't she?
Shame. She's falling in with you.
You really are better on the page, Mr. Bennett. Hard as that is to believe.
He's supposed to be like the joyless critic, but like that man was giving nothing in his performance.
Hello, dear. Please.
Yes, those are your granddaughters.
Oh, they've never met the grandchildren before?
You afraid I'm going to embarrass your parents in front of their fancy friends? I really don't think I have that power. An insignificant man like me who was clearly destined to lead an insignificant life.
Oh, wow. Inferiority complex much.
Get out.
Bro, they just caused a scene for like no reason. Oh, he caused a scene for no reason. That's embarrassing. You're embarrassing. Yo, where's your troupe? They're not allowed to be drinking alongside these rich people. You don't want them rubbing elbows with them.
I sometimes don't feel like I belong here. And life always manages to remind me that I don't deserve a place in this world, and that leaves a hole that no ovation can ever fill.
Oh, but he's trying to fill that hole. He's trying to fill that hole, all right?
What are you doing here? You got a show in an hour. It's very crowded in here, okay? And I can't have you mingling. Guys, who's gonna pay admission if you're out there for all the world to see? Okay, have a great show.
Ugh. Ew. Awful. That's such an awful feeling. To the dark. This is also a song that a lot of people liked. I don't dislike it. I'm like kind of lukewarm about it because I feel like I've heard this song so many times. I've also heard like the Kesha version a lot, but she kills this song. I love her. She's so good in Waitress the Musical too. I just know there's some sort of like social commentary with all these protesters against this troupe. I don't know. I feel like the commentary is so weak. To be seen. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Zendaya's fucking mad.
Your attention has been divided long enough. Our gate is down. We have more protesters every day.
You just need to get people to come back.
They introduced Jenny Lind, and then they're like, oh, you've been putting all your time with her and like neglecting the circus. But they like didn't even show it. They didn't even show him neglecting the circus. Aside from the one scene where he like kicked them out of the concert hall. They don't develop the plot that much in this movie. They kind of just like go from one thing to one thing to one thing. How am I supposed to like these characters if I'm barely seeing them? Aside from fucking P.T. Barnum, who is an awful person to begin with.
I believe there's not supposed to be one.
No, there's meant to be two.
He's willing to be seen in public with her? Wow. Amazing.
Have you no shame associating yourself with that Barnum business is one thing, but parading around with it?
Mother, if this is my place, then I don't want any part of it.
Where is this character development coming from? I literally don't get it. We've barely seen them interact. I'm supposed to believe that they're in love? God, this song was also overplayed for like the longest time. I liked it a lot at first, and I got tired of it. I still quite like the song, but like in very small doses. Miles away, out of reach from me. Why don't we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to be mine. Fly with you. All I want is to fall with you. Did Zendaya do her own trapeze stunts? I wouldn't be surprised if she did, but I also wouldn't be surprised if these were body doubles. Yeah, good for you, girl. Unless he can prove that he like actually loves you.
First it was buying a house on the same street as my parents, then meeting the Queen, then bringing Jenny Lind, then my father the other night. When will it ever be enough for you?
It'll never be enough for him.
I'm doing this for Caroline and Helen.
It's bullshit.
You don't understand.
I do understand.
No, you don't understand.
Oh, look at him snapping at his wife.
You don't need everyone to love you, Finn.
She's right. In the pursuit of having everyone love you, you're gonna get people who don't. And you're gonna go crazy trying to get these people to like you, and that's just not realistic. But he deserves the hate because he's an awful fucking person. Wow, they're rich enough that they have like fucking butlers at each side of the steps? Oh, okay. Now this is definitely a unmemorable song. Wow. Now Zac Efron is in charge of the show. And he didn't even want to be a part of it in the first place.
So making dreams come true.
Thank you, Jenny.
Oh my god. Think about your wife and children.
I should go.
Just another one of your acts.
Girl, please. You really deluded yourself into thinking you were more.
I risked everything.
Well, so did I.
What did you risk? Wow. A sad performance by her. Also, come on, girl. What did you think was gonna happen? He was gonna leave his family for you? Be fucking for real. Nothing like a woman scorned. They really made her into this petty character. And you're gonna make us believe that Hugh Jackman, BT, is this morally right character who's like, oh man, I shouldn't cheat on my wife even though I like left her behind, left her and the kids behind, left my troop behind in pursuit of like fame, wealth, respect.
We think you should leave, you and your freaks.
Where's him? Where's him? Go, go!
And now he's gonna sacrifice his own life to save Philip. Wow, so selfless of him. Oh, jeez! Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have died from that. Realistically. Oh wow, look, he lost everything. And now he has to rebuild his life.
Putting folks of all kinds on stage with you, all colors, shapes, sizes, presenting them as equals. Another critic might have even called it a celebration of humanity.
I see the angle that they're trying to do. You can't convince me that PT was really doing these people a favor. Also, I love how when that kiss happened, they took a picture, like the people took pictures of them, and yet in the newspaper, it's a fucking drawing? What the fuck is up with that?
I'm not in love with her.
Of course you're not. Not with her, not with me, not with anyone. Just you and your show.
Ooh, fucking tell him. Imagine if this movie really ended with him just like losing everything and he just like ends up penniless. That would have been a great ending. All right, he didn't need to like walk up to him on the counter. What? All these people like him still just because he went in to save Philip after he neglected them for like months?
Our own mothers were ashamed of us, hid us our whole lives. Then you pull us out of the shadows.
He was also ashamed of you. Did you forget when he kicked you out of the concert hall? This man does not like you. These people just want their job back. They're like, oh man, we're out of a job. We should just like pretend to make up with PT so that he can pay us again. Oh, another forgettable song. Okay, never mind. It's not a forgettable song. Okay, yeah, this is a song I do like. I just like didn't recognize it when he first started singing. Fake ass train. Also, where the fuck did he just go? He abandoned them again. Ooh, slay. Do these two have like a last song together? I don't remember actually. Oh my god, the vinaigrette is back.
I can have them in my heart. However small. From now on.
Oh, they're doing it from like each song. Damn, why is the vinaigrette so strong in this scene? They could have toned it down a little bit. To be honest, I would not forgive him that fast. I know, no, it's for the kids or whatever. Or like she's really in love with him, but I feel like he's fucked up in a lot of ways. He would need to grovel a bit, I think.
I don't think there's a banker left in the country I can fool into loaning me more money, so I'm really sorry to disappoint you all.
Don't worry
Again.
about him. We've gotten used to it by now.
So I'm saying.
I had an inheritance claim, an invitation to every party in town. And now, thanks to you, all that's gone.
Yeah, but now you have Zendaya, so.
All that's left is friendship, love, and work that I adore. You brought joy into my life.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Partners, 50-50. I don't know how we're gonna afford a building.
What, they're gonna start a tent?
I can get land down by the docks for almost nothing. All we need is a tent.
Wait, I was joking. Okay, but this ending number, I will say, it's pretty good. It's everything you ever want. It's everything you ever need. Yeah, the reprise is so much better than the original because of when Zac Efron cuts in.
This is for you.
He's like, I gotta go with my family. Yeah, I mean, with 50-50, that's pretty sizable living still. This is the greatest show! He comes on a fucking elephant. Bro! I'm sure that elephant does not want to be in the fucking snow right now. Okay, who's taking the elephant back? Are you just gonna leave her? I remember seeing the interview where Zac Efron was saying that Zendaya was his favorite on-screen kiss, and she was like, good for you, go Zendaya. Helen's the tree, that's so cute. Yeah, the whole movie, the other little girl was like doing her like ballet stuff, and then the other daughter was just like in the crowd. Good that she like gets to be a part of something. Okay, they're gonna end it with a P.T. Barnum quote. What a happy ending. Okay, so I definitely wasn't as mean as I could have been. I definitely could have been meaner. But like, oh man, I watched this a number of times and just like whatever about this movie now. Like, P.T. was already kind of unlikable at the beginning, and then he became like really unlikable throughout the whole movie. Did he deserve a redemption? I don't think so. I mean, the songs were fine. I still like the songs, some of the songs anyways. I can definitely see the appeal of this movie, especially if you're a person who's not really into musicals. This is a very baby step towards liking movie musicals. It's just like this one, I don't like the plot. It's kind of like how I dislike the Disney animated Pocahontas. Well, for Pocahontas specifically, I didn't like how the real Pocahontas was like a 12-year-old girl and they aged her up and like paired her romantically with this man who was like 30 years old in real life compared to her, and it was just like icky. It gave me like an icky feeling. For this movie, P.T. Barnum was like an awful person in real life, exploited all these people, was racist, blah blah blah, and then you put him in this movie where like you're kind of glorifying him in a way, trying to make him seem like he's not actually a bad person. He was actually like trying to help these people, blah blah blah. Makes my skin crawl a little bit. I don't like that. People can argue like, oh, it's fiction, blah blah blah, like it doesn't even matter, creative liberties and all that, but still, you could have easily written this movie about a fictional character. It could have been a nondescript fictional man trying to like start a circus. Did it have to be based off of P.T. Barnum of all people? people. What's the need, you know? And poor Jenny Lind, like what the fuck? Why did they portray her like this when she was like not like that in real life? And then don't get me started on the Zac Efron Zendaya plotline. I'm just a broken record at this point. Hello. I'm just popping in because I realized that I explained a lot of why I didn't like PT, but I kind of glossed over why I don't like the Zac Efron and Zendaya romance plotline. I talked about it a little bit, but I never really went into depth about it. At the time of recording the video, it was really hard to pinpoint why exactly I didn't like it. I thought about it a little bit and I wrote down my thoughts. So here we go. Zac Efron and Zendaya's characters, they have a class, wealth, and racial difference, on top of her also being a part of the Freaks. That all adds to the idea that the whole world is against them, so to speak. But at the beginning of the movie, we already saw PT and Charity, who had their own class and wealth difference to overcome. Why do we need another couple going through a very similar thing? Either way, I felt like there wasn't sufficient enough substance and development between the two of them for me to really root for them. I know that they included an interracial pairing to add an extra layer of forbidden love kind of thing, but there wasn't really anything particularly new or special about the two of them. The romance literally could have been between anyone, and the focus on her being black and him being white almost felt like pandering in a way. The only real obstacle that they faced was with his parents, and that could have been enough if, one, his parents played a more active role in being against their relationship, and two, if it weren't for the fact that Zac Efron's character was already risking his inheritance and reputation by being associated with PT in the first place. So where was the real risk of them being together? The movie never really outright addresses that their obstacle is their races. Only when his father calls her the help, they kind of just gloss over it, which is fine because sometimes things don't need to be in your face about it, especially when it comes to racial issues. But with that and the general lightheartedness of the movie, all of their struggles to be together seemed almost sanitized in a way. They keep saying that they can't be together, but honestly, they kind of could. The romance just didn't have the impact that the movie wanted it to have. It was kind of just shoehorned into the movie just to have it, and the overall plot wouldn't have changed if they didn't include it. Their duet together was nice, I'll give them that, but overall, I think that the romance was kind of pointless. So yeah, those are my thoughts. For a movie that's centered around one man, God, is he so unlikable. If you watch this far and you like this movie, tell me why you like this movie. And those who don't like it, please tell me why you don't like it. Because I feel like I was going crazy when everyone around me was saying how this was such a great movie. They told me, oh, Sophia, you're gonna love it. And then I watched it and I was like, wow, I'm never gonna take a recommendation from you ever again. Leave me your thoughts in the comments. Do you like the movie? Do you dislike it? I'm trying to see each side of the coin. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please give me a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you for the next video of Favorites February.